Tēnā koutou, katoa, ko Ian, toku inua, ko Wanamaker te iwi. Are you excited? I can't believe it tonight, Joel. This is a special matchup. Huge points on the line in this NZIHL game. What excitement do we have on offer tonight, Joel?
I am thrilled to be here. This is the biggest regular season game of the year. We've got the 2 and 3 seeds going at it to decide who is going to host that play-in game and who could possibly be the number 1 seed. Everything is up for grabs.
Absolutely. So tonight there are 3 possible scenarios that are resting on these games. So at the moment, looking at the standings, you got Stampede on 33 points. The Admirals not far behind with 14 games played with 28 points, and Canterbury right on their heels with 25. So here are the scenarios, folks.
There's a lot happening.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. So definitely stay tuned to this game. It is going to be unreal action. So 3 different outcomes based upon the Admirals' performance tonight. If they win both, they host the final. If they win one game, they'll host the semifinal. If they do not win any games, they face Canterbury in the semis in Christchurch.
So they will be traveling down to Christchurch for that 2-game series if the Admirals do not walk away with any points this weekend. Meanwhile, Canterbury, a lot to play for. This has been a huge year for them, and they have rightfully put themselves right back into the mix, so they could actually be hosting a playoff if things go well for them this weekend. Everything on the table.
You got it. You betcha. So that's it. Like, these scenarios, they are probably in the back of their minds, but the coaches will tell them, play each shift, 1 shift at a time. That's all you can focus and concentrate on. Otherwise, they get too far ahead, they make mental errors. Mental errors is what loses hockey games. Mistakes lead to opportunities, and that could cost them.
1 game at a time, 1 shift at a time. As you mentioned, someone to look out for tonight. The leading goal scorer in the league, Christopher Eden, has once again brought it for the Canterbury Red Devils.
You betcha, Joel. And he's sitting on top of the table right now with 9 goals and a whopping 16 assists for 25 points and sitting on plus 15. So when he's on the ice, he is making an impact on that score sheet.
So Chaba, the goaltender for the Admirals, going to have to know where he is at all times. And he has had some help this year as well, hasn't he?
Absolutely. He's got some great Ds, some stallions back there with Dagg, Flynn, Hayward-Jones, and the Kennedy brothers. They are looking fantastic, as well as Alex Regan. He's having an outstanding performance. He's probably looking for his first goal. What a way to possibly make a big impact on the season with scoring a first goal. Could be huge tonight. But you mentioned Chaba. He is first in the league with 93.16 save percentage right now. Woo. So you're going up against the team that has the most goals for, currently with 60, and Admirals have 46 out of 14 games. So the goals for advantage is a little bit in the Canterbury favor right there. So Chaba is going to have to be sharp.
One person he won't have to look out for tonight is Bradley Apps, who is not playing this weekend. And he's the 3rd top scorer on that Canterbury unit, so could be a hit for them.
Absolutely. So we've just got word from the Canterbury staff that Bradley Apps has got an injury, and he will not be suiting up for this game. So that's a big potential blow early against the Red Devils.
Indeed. A lot to play for again, and we're going to see some new faces out there. We're going to see some old stallions. We've got Justin Dagg, the defenseman for West Auckland Admirals, who's actually leading the team in scoring as well.
That is true. So he's sitting 2nd overall in the NZIHL standings as a defenseman. So he's got currently 9 goals and 11 assists, sitting on 20 points, and he's no slouch either with plus 11. So again, another person, high impact performer, someone to watch out here tonight.
And he'll have Fraser Ellis helping him as well, another top goal scorer in the league.
Yes, he is also right up there with, how many has he got? He's got 7 goals, 8 assists, 15 points with a +2. So all of these guys are in the plus. None of them are in that minus category, being on more often when they're getting scored against. They're on more scoring. So big impact players here. Tune in to watch. Like, this is exciting. This building is going to be packed. It is relatively quiet now, Joel. I must admit, there's a bit of tension in the air, perhaps, ready for game time. But beware, like the fans here up in West Auckland at the Brig, they can bring it.
And they will be bringing it, giving their side that home field advantage, home ice advantage. And you got to think that's going to be a big, big, big part of the game tonight, and hopefully, and maybe a part of the action for that play-in game, or even the grand final itself. Everything on the table here in West Auckland, Avondale, Paradise, the Brig, home to all the action for the NZIHL.
Super exciting. I couldn't have said it any better myself, Joel. It is a fantastic opportunity to commentate alongside you once again. We do have Alex from Canterbury up here joining us. He will be talking to one of the Canterbury players, Anton Perver, a longtime serving member of that group. So we will welcome Alex momentarily to our broadcast, but let's welcome in the West Auckland Admirals. They get a rousing bit of support from their local fans.
And here we go. The blood is flowing in this rink, and you can see it on those skates on the ice as well. You can tell the West Auckland Admirals are going to want to take home a couple of victories if they can and get that bye straight to the grand final. That would be the first time in their short history with the top three teams making the playoffs where they would host a grand final here in this rowdy Auckland Avondale building.
That is true. They must be taking in a lot of momentum from that weekend down in Queenstown where they took away 5 out of 6 points. They won in overtime in the first game and then won outright in the second game. Both scorelines 3-2. So relatively close contest. So let's watch here as we have the highest producing offense in the Canterbury Red Devils going up against arguably the best performing defensive team in the league in the West Auckland Admirals, as they have conceded only 32 goals against in their 14 games, whereas Canterbury, they've conceded 52 goals against. That is a 20-goal difference in the same amount of games, Joel. So that's an awful lot of goals that may play a part in this game.
You sure said it. But along with Bradley Apps, who will be missing for the Red Devils, Matheson Graham also not making the trip, along with Mason Reese and Harry Lowe. So that are some big names for the Red Devils that we will not see in action here.
Well, let's start with the Red Devils starting lineup. We've got number 91, Tim Carey. He is getting the nod from Coach Korozov. And starting D, Luke Tappan. I will have to verify the other defensive partner, but they've got Joseph Orr starting center with Chris Eden and Fontaine, number 10.
Or another big year for him, usually from the Phoenix Thunder, but is now playing for Christchurch, and his arrival has been very welcome in Canterbury.
It looks like it's Joshua Lowe, number 24, starting on the back end, and Ellis centering Henderson and Vesper with Hayward Jones and Dagg. And we are underway. Canterbury wins the faceoff, setting it back. Dagg quick to collect with it. Goes behind his net. He's harassed there by Orr. A slight giveaway there as it hits the skate, but the Admirals managed to clear. Vesper with it. Gives it to Henderson. Henderson gains the line. Has a bit of a speed wobble. Tries to go around the man. Does. Avoids a stick check. Kind of plays catch with himself as he's looking for a man to support. Vesper's there, but they give it away. Canterbury regrouping out of their zone. Up to Eden. Eden sends it right on net, actually, and Chavez steers that aside.
Big hit there.
Fontaine says hello to Hayward Jones. Eden has it. Shot there, and quick movement from Chavez. That came in pretty hot. Canterbury looking to get on the board early.
Yeah, they look pretty fast, and they've done a good job of creating turnovers, especially in that offensive end, which we have seen them do all year and with great success. So look for that today as they try to capitalize on those mistakes.
So already showing a bit of a playoff atmosphere here, Joel, with both teams starting very quickly. As players battle behind the net here. And Admirals come away with it. That is
Max Kahlua, number 44 in red, formerly of the Botany Swarm, with his first season down in Canterbury. We'll see how he likes playing back here in Auckland.
Yeah, I was a bit surprised looking at seeing Max on the other side there with red and black. He doesn't have a nameplate on the back of his jersey. That's how new he is to that lineup. So almost 2 minutes into this first period. Canterbury breaking in here. That is 14. Dallymore blocked there nicely by Alex Regan.
Yeah, closed off nicely by both defensemen. He didn't have anyone helping him out for that centering feed, so another turnover here, this time against the Red Devils.
Alex Regan has it taken away momentarily by Bull, but Chalice cleans that up nicely. Comes up, stops up, gives himself a bit of time and space. As Harrop brings it in, takes a nice hard hit there by Nichols. Nichols clears the puck up. Saisho looking into the neutral zone, but gives it away.
Nichols, of course, assistant coach and playing at the same time here, so he's got his hands full.
Double duties for Nichols. So let's see how he goes in that role. He's a good veteran presence, definitely on that Canterbury side. Also an and current Ice Black, I believe. Eden straddling that blue line, but can't keep it in as Henderson pokes it away. Fontaine receives the pass in the neutral zone. Again, cannot get clear of that neutral zone cleanly, the Red Devils, as the Admirals doing good pressure to get that puck back in these early stages.
Yeah, wide open so far. Very fast play, yet to have a whistle.
Great shot there by Henry, but it looked like it just took a ricochet off a stick from the Canterbury side. And Admirals doing that good forecheck like they did down in Queenstown, not allowing teams to have any breathing space. As that puck goes all the way down, right onto the stick of Carey, so no icing. As Hopkins sends it off the wall. Dago picks that up, goes cross ice to Caleb Chamberlain. He has a good shot. He's also got quite a lot of speed. Quite a good package for a young fella. Number 24 in the navy blue.
Carey with a nice, easy save there. You're going to see that a lot from the young goaltender. Great positioning at the top of his crease. He makes it look easy.
Well, that's what they're going to need, Canterbury, tonight if they're going to want to have any chance in this contest. Admirals will be peppering him all evening long. As we get another shot on net there, players jam for the rebound.
Tried to stuff it in short side, but again, Carey with great positioning was having none of it.
None of it, just like that territory up in Canada. What a beautiful spot if you ever do travel up that way. A little bit chilly for my liking there, Joel.
Sounds cold. I will have none of it.
That's true. As one of the umpies takes a bit of a spill, possibly looking to get a little chillier himself, experiencing that ice firsthand. As he gets a chuckle and he backs up to his skates. Canterbury breaking in the neutral zone, getting inside Admiral territory.
So we have both Kennedy brothers out for the Admirals. Of course, you Canterbury fans will remember them.
And Rooney breaks away with it with a nice hard shot. Low rebound there by Harrop. Almost put that away. But Carey was good to slide post to post. Chalice up to Steven. He can't hold on to it. The Beard, McLeish, unleashes himself into the zone. Takes a hard shot, saved away by Carey. Backhand shot. Oh, battle in front by Moses, looking to clean up a rebound. But Nichols says, no, not having that tonight, Mr. Moses.
Yeah, good play there by the Admirals to get something right off the rebound, centered in front. Moses was there trying to go 5-hole, so Canterbury's got to be on their toes to help clean out that traffic in front.
As Carey has already faced 7 shots on goal recorded and none against Chaba at this stage of the game. That's 5 minutes in. That's a lot of shots against and none for.
Yeah, you can see the Admirals are trying to put some biscuits on net here. Maybe get a rebound or some second chance opportunity because Carey has been so good on those first shots.
And maybe that's it. First being what the Admirals are looking for, to score first. And the play has certainly been a lot in the Canterbury Red Devil zone.
Surprised the refs did not call an icing on that missed pass from Dagg, but we play on.
Absolutely. It looks like we've got a breakout there. That's Brown. Sends it up the wall. Gives it to Saisho, but that's Bull getting his left winger.
Dallimore was just a
over.
step ahead of the line, so that will be an offside.
Okay, offsides, icings, they're all going to have a factor in these games that are tight. puck control.
We got
Ellis
two
wins
top
the draw.
lines back out there for each side.
You're going to see this matchup quite often, I believe. Both of these number one pairings going at it. Fontaine has it, loses it. And that's low. Backhands it back into Admiral's zone. Taylor Kennedy stops up behind the net. Up to Henderson. Henderson looking for an option. Saucers it right off the front section of Eden. As Eden and Henderson come together.
Exchanging pleasantries a little bit after the whistle there, where Henderson and Eden. Eden with a nice job to get in front of that outlet pass, but could not keep himself onside with a little bit of a bouncing puck. So will we get that face-off right outside the blue?
Surprised it was an offside call, Joel, as Eden got hit with the puck from the Admirals' attempted clearance, and then he played it, got called for an offside.
Puck goes out, and you bring it back in. That's the way it goes.
Yeah.
Can't argue the rules.
24, low. Well, the ref's certainly letting them play as Eden has it taken away as McLeish gets good body position and Caleb Chamberlain helps clean it up.
You can definitely hear McLeish lining up ahead, and Eden was not going to put himself in that position.
Huge man, Mr. McLeish. And that, a couple of bit of stumbles there as players, again.
3 Admirals hit the deck consecutively, but still managed to get the puck in the zone.
Sacrificing the body to make a play. That's like playoff hockey to me. Puck goes off of the Canterbury Red Devil player's skate as he forechecks hard. That's Dodwell taking a hit by Regan. And that is the first icing charge that we have, Joel, against the West Auckland Admirals.
So we will get that face-off back into the offensive zone for Canterbury, where they are so dangerous. As the Admirals are starting to get a chant together, they're feeling the flow here early themselves.
As the players go in a little too early, they reset. Kaluzny receives that one face-off by Eden. Down to Perver. Perver, quick shot, saved by Chaba off that pad.
There would be the first shot on goal for the Red Devils. Wasn't a high percentage chance, but take them while you got them.
Absolutely, definitely take them because the Admirals are not really giving them much so far in this contest. And that's a shot, like as you mentioned, low percentage, meaning you're not having much success if you're shooting from that angle. Hayward Jones receives that face-off win for Harrop. Harrop tries to get it back out of his reach. Chases down Nichols. He gets
with
bodied.
That big body, able to kick it up to his skates, and just like that, the Red Devils are out.
Again, making these plays in your zone, allowing that transition game to happen. Here is Rooney. Dropping the pass to Hayward Jones. Has it taken away momentarily. They battle to get it back. Shot pass in front, goes through everyone. Daigle, one-handed, keeps it in. Nichols wrists it off the glass. Takes a bit of a Avondale bounce.
That hits something and carried over the wall, so we will get a face-off in the zone. That's a bit of a funky far corner over there. A lot of unpredictable things have happened in that side of the rink.
Yeah, anytime you get close to that Zamboni door where the ice resurfacing machine, as it's called in America, comes out onto the ice surface, that it can cause a few dilemmas when pucks are shot in that direction. Canterbury clears the puck well. They just kind of softly chip it into the neutral ice area. Admirals come back to collect it. Ellis to Daigle. Daigle skating well, decides to chip it in.
And that will miss everything, going to the netting, and once again a whistle. This time it will be outside of the zone as it was put over the glass by an Admirals player.
Bit of a slice underneath it. It kind of, I don't know what curve Daigle uses, but he got underneath it pretty quickly, and that puck rose.
Yeah, a bit of a pitching
fast
wedge that he got out of the bag there. Might have to look for a different club next time.
Large humans coming together with 24 low, hitting Taylor Kennedy right in front of the official score bench, as all of their lunch just went everywhere.
Yeah, knocked down their whole snack tray actually right there in the glass, so there are some forces at play here.
You certainly got it with a lot of force there. Sometimes that ice hockey puck can travel up to 160 kilometers per hour. These guys can really shoot it. Eden up the ice to Kahlua. Kahlua trying to break through. Has it stuck and like poke checked away as Eden takes a shot, looks up, that missed the goal.
Yeah, Eden not happy with himself there. Uncharacteristically missed the net as the puck was maybe bobbling a little bit off the toe there.
Admirals have Regan with it. He skates up into the neutral ice. 2-on-2 forming. Drops the pass. Sistroni, high, hard shot. What a save as that was blockered away, or shouldered away, should I say, by Carey, who read that very well.
Sistroni, not a guy you want to give much room because he has one heck of a wrister, as Carey experienced there. Didn't really even have much of a reaction save to that. That was all positioning.
That's true. He was positioned well, Joe, because Sistroni actually went top left-hand side from his viewpoint, and Carey cut that angle down well to make that save. Canterbury doing well to get out of their zone here. Has a 2-on-1 forming up. Saucer across, just out of the reach of Saisho. Tries to go into the middle, but well read. Pass up by Rooney to Chalice. Has a semi-breakaway. Shoots in. It's a save by Carey. A little bit of a rolling puck on Chalice. Tried to scoop underneath it, but Carey was there to hold on.
Carey read that all the way. A little surprised I didn't see him come out and be aggressive and try to play that puck. But he was comfortable to sit there and just let Chalice shoot it into him.
Yeah, he seems very calm, like under this somewhat big-time pressure situation. Maybe the Admirals can take advantage of that and start shooting a little bit earlier if he's going to be that calm. Ooh, as we have a bit of a hit here before the puck is touched.
Yeah, Rooney went face first into the wall, and a dangerous play there. That was a quick whistle, and we'll have our first power play opportunity here for the Admirals after that interference call in the far corner.
It looks like number 8, that's Sean Brown, the defenseman, who has just been named into this wider ice block squad, and who's also coached right now by the current Ice Black head coach, Anatoly Korozov. Possibly not something that he'll be too pleased with, taking a penalty at this stage of any important game like this one.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous play, too, to see a player go face first into a wall like that. Just happy to see Rooney get back up quickly. And we'll hopefully see him back out there shortly.
So, Admirals on the power play here. Dagg setting things up. Gives it over to Ellis. Ellis comes up the wing, dumps it in around behind Carey. Regan goes in to get it. Back up to Dagg. Dagg looks, fakes a shot, goes more to the middle, has a wrist shot, and that is gobbled up by Carey.
Carey, no rebound on that. Excellent goaltending because he had some Admirals players right in his face, just salivating for a rebound.
Well, that's what you want if you're a winger on a power play. If you're a defenseman, has great quarterback skills like Dagg, gets a shot on, you're looking for those rebounds, possible tips, getting a screen. Ellis trying to control that face-off against Orr. Muscles him off the puck. Loses his stick, tries to go for it with his skates. But the Devils do clear the zone, forcing the Admirals back to regroup. Dagg comes out from behind the net. Up to Regan. 16. He comes through. He takes a hit by Lowe. Carries on. Vesper gives it up to Henderson. Henderson over to Dagg. Dagg looking for a shot. No, he passes to Ellis. Ellis back to Dagg. Dagg. Henderson now. Steps in, shoots and scores. Unleashes a great snapshot. Eden couldn't come across early enough, and Carey also couldn't come across, and that shot right into that corner. Dagg.
Puck movement here by the Admirals. Dagg sends it over to Henderson. Look at how much room he walks in, goes top cheddar over the glove, and just like that, it's 1-0 Admirals. Great
screen in front by number 16, Alex Regan, taking out the eyes of Carey. He probably couldn't see that puck cleanly, but Admirals drawing first blood here, taking that scoreline to 1-0, breaking through.
So that's just what the Admirals needed to get out early and get rewarded for all their efforts in the first period here, putting the pressure on the Red Devils.
Right back on their shoulders, so they send their first line out again, and that's, that's Kahlua with Perver and Dodwell, Canterbury's third line.
Chamberlain's the first one there. A little bit of a confusion here by the Red Devils.
He did well momentarily to hold on to that puck and control it, but Dodwell, being a large, lanky man that he is, long reach, managed to get that puck Admirals get it back though. Henry, far side to Sestroni. Doesn't get it, so he has to skate this down. Icing is waved off.
Yeah, tried to catch the Red Devils there on a change, but unable to make that pass.
Rooney with an interception here. Shot just misses as he was on a 1 against 2. Red Devils not able to clear that zone well with a bit of an errant pass. Could have been costly. All alone in front here, but Admirals do well to control to get that out of the zones. They're not out of the woods yet.
A little bit of a misplay on a bouncing puck there that went right in front, but Seisho unfortunately could not pull the trigger.
As he took a healthy run there at Jordan Chalice, missed and got a face full of the glass. Oh, as Harrop unleashes a hard shot that goes off the bar, but that was whistled offside.
A little bit of, again, a bobble of the puck right at the blue line. Unable to keep his team onside, so we will get that face-off just outside the zone.
So some early rattling from the fans and also from the glass. We got some large hits happening, possibly getting those pucks unsettled. They should be sitting on ice at the moment, as it's bouncing around an awful lot. Lots of people in the rink, making it warm.
There's a lot happening. There's a lot of body-on-body action happening, warming things up here in Avondale.
So that brig is heating up as Red Devils go on attack here. Eden with a hard shot. Chaba comes out really aggressively to make that challenging save.
That actually hit Hayward Jones, so a great shot block there by the defenseman.
Admirals down with a 2-on-1 against them here. Eden looking for Fontaine, doesn't give it to him. Pass, and it doesn't get through with a great stick play by the lone Admirals defender. Eden was looking.
Yeah, you didn't know if he was going to shoot or pass it all the way to the very end. Tried to get a tip in from Fontaine, but could not quite make it happen.
Admirals happy to sit behind their goal at the moment. We've got 6 minutes, 44 seconds remaining in this first period. Dagg dictating the pace of play here.
Great job here by Dagg to just suss out the soft forecheck and scan it out himself.
Often you don't know how other teams will forecheck against you when it's 0-0. Now that they have a 1-goal lead, often teams will change their style of play and how they forecheck you. So Dagg doing well with his high IQ that he has. As Kaluzny gets introduced to Regan's shoulder and sees the ice, but not in the way he probably wants to.
Yeah, Kaluzny had to get through 3 Admirals there and got past 1, but Regan said, no more, I'm right here.
Admirals do have been demonstrating a lot of good team unity and teamwork, playing for one another. So that could be on display again this evening, as they are demonstrating they are pretty hungry. They want that puck.
Good strong forecheck there by Scott Henry to get a turnover.
The Red Devils break it away quickly. Delamore 1-on-1 against Mason Kennedy. And Taylor cleans that up, sends it up the boards, doesn't clear. Chaba makes a nice toe save. Bit of an innocent shot from the point, but had some pepper on it.
Yeah, a bit of a bouncing knuckle puck almost, forcing Chaba to make a late reaction save.
Scott Henry goes 1-on-1 here, taking his man wide. Bit of a hook. He just actually takes the stick right out of Sean Brown's hands.
I've never seen that. He actually gave Sean Brown his stick right back to him. Usually players are not that friendly on the ice.
Yeah, but yeah, usually you might just drop it or leave it, but
yeah, hey,
elects to be gentlemanly
right
in the middle of a game.
Yeah.
And we have another penalty call here. The referee is indicating a tripping. Did you see any of that, Joe? I'm not sure I saw what number that was.
So that's Delamore, who knew it straight away, went right into the box. So the Admirals will go on their second power play of the game. 1 for 1 so far on these opportunities.
And these Admirals, they are lethal. They are averaging, I think it's 33% scoring rate on the power play. So again,
that's a healthy
something
mark
to watch. Yeah.
That is a healthy mark. And so they'll have the second unit out there with Chalice running the top of the umbrella.
He gets it now. Hard wrist shot. Going top shelf. Puck is loose in front. Players battling. Carey elects to cover it up.
scary moment there for the Red Devils. Shot from Chalice was right on, and Carey was able to knock it down with the glove, but couldn't hold on. And it took some good defensive work to box out those Admirals attackers, where he was finally able to get in position to make the save.
Hayward Jones as it gives it up top to Chalice. Chalice, top of the umbrella set up here by the Admirals. Over to Harrop. Harrop, hard wrist shot, and that just gets blockered away by Carey.
Carey once again in great position there, able to just punch that one away over the glass into the netting. So we will get another face-off here to the left of the goaltender as the Admirals send that top unit back out there.
And the iron is hot, so they're going to keep striking. It is 4 minutes 19 left in this first period. Admirals have a 1-goal lead, looking to double it up here as they have the men advantage. They lose that faceoff, but they are quick to try and regather that puck, not allowing Canterbury penalty killers to get the puck out of the zone. Henderson and Dagg play catch with the puck. Dagg has a innocent shot, gets hit off a skate wide. Henderson.
You can see the Admirals trying to put 2 men in front here to take the eyes away from Carey. Could be a strategy there because he is so good at that first shot.
He's definitely making that save first, so they're looking to take his eyes away on multiple angles. So again, in-game adjustments made by the Admirals on the power play, looking to cash in as we are in that second half as there's 45 seconds remaining in the penalty to Dallymore.
Yeah, if Carey can see it, he is going to more than likely make that save as we have a whistle here as the glass was actually taken out on that big hit. So we're going to have a short delay here while we replace the plexiglass from some serious man-on-man action.
You got to be real careful when there's that level of man-on-man action, as you say, and aptly put. So we'll have a bit of the partition glass refed into its stanchions. And while we have a break, Joel, are there any people that we'd like to thank out there?
Yes, sponsors for the West Auckland Admirals this year are NZ Pure Spring Water. When you need pure spring water, go to NZ.
That seems about right.
Indeed, but you were a little hungry maybe after that wonderful thirst-quenching NZ Pure Water. Why not head down to Sal's Pizza and get some of the Sal's Pizza that everyone's been talking about.
That Wisconsin cheese, I believe, that's where they sometimes import it from. Often very, very delicious. Maybe not the best for your arteries and your veins and that, but certainly delicious. No judgment here.
Well, if you want to live an active lifestyle, why not head down to Dynasty Sport?
That sounds pretty good. And if you have anything that you need to possibly get rid of, that you're having a hard time with, you may want to visit Trade Hub.
The tradie headquarters. Trade Hub. Everything you need for the trader inside. We could sure use some Trade Hub expertise here on this plexiglass replacement. I will tell you that.
You betcha, and they will be charging by the minute here, as it is taking a few minutes for them. They have got 3 or 4, maybe even 5 people at the moment helping with that glass, getting that put in. As looks like they've managed to reposition it and get it through. Not an easy job. Well, thanks Mr. Lowe as well, number 24, giving a hand to make sure things were put in place.
A real team effort on that one. And we are back ready for action with the professionals here at Paradise Avondale, making sure that we can still play some ice hockey with just 3:29 remaining in this opening period.
Yes, and we do thank you. So all the whānau, anyone who's watching out there on the live stream, I'm Ian Wanamaker alongside Joel Rindelob, the man, the myth, the legend. And the referees have blown the whistle. We are getting back into game action.
38 seconds remaining on this power play for the Admirals.
Puck does just get out of the zone. Vesper gives it to Henderson and back to Dagg. Dagg elects to go back behind his own goal. setting things up as he gets some swingers beside him, left and right. Elects to go to the right side.
Yeah, puck just bounced over the stick of Vesper there.
Out of Regan's reach, up to Henderson. Henderson has it down low to Regan. Regan back to Henderson. Henderson softly into the middle to Dagg. Dagg backhand spin pass to Henderson. Henderson looking again for almost an exact replica of the goal he scored earlier. But that penalty is now fully killed off. We return back to 5 against 5.
And again, Regan did a great job screening as Eden unloads a cannon over everything, and that actually clears the zone. But definitely a strategy here for the Admirals is take away the eyes of carry.
As Nichols, number 7 for the Red Devils, hits a long-range clapper, slap shot, if you will. And Chaba, I don't know if that's a routine save. It's probably an unusual save because he had so much time to wait for it. But it is a face-off inside the Admirals zone.
Which, if you have a shorter bench, as Canterbury does, traveling with only 3 lines, they'll take any whistle they can get.
Yeah, it looks like they do have 3 and a bit lines. I haven't seen much of Monk or Dam at the moment. So they are definitely going to be riding their 3 lines, whereas the Admirals rolling 4. Another save there by Chaba, steering that aside. Sestroni on the wall. Looks like a backhand flip, but Nichols gloves that down, sending it back in. Taylor Kennedy gets help from Mason. He puts it up the boards. Nichols with a hard shot, blockered away by Chaba. Rebound controlled by Henry and dictated by that play out of the zone. And Poole shoots it in, high glove by Chaba, adding to his save percentage. Rooney up the left wing side takes a hard shot, looking for that far post, Joel.
Looks like he actually had a little bit of room to work there, but unable to get it on target.
Regan elects to flip that puck down low as Harrop chases. He goes down, still has control of the puck though. Gives it to Henry. Sorry, that's Rooney. There you go. Harrop gets hit there by Kaluzhny as Chalice chases Perver. Harrop in for support. That puck goes up. Looked like it momentarily hit the netting, but we play on. Regan, hard shot, and that's blockered maybe off the stick of Carey.
Yeah, that one actually hit towards the knob area of the stick, flied up over the glass into the netting for the whistle. The referee could have blown the whistle a little bit earlier, but decided to finally do it on that second one.
Maybe a bit of a shout out to Cam Green in your league, Mr. Green, with the BHL and FHL. When the puck hits that netting, the guys just play on in that league. So that's a neat rule difference that's not implemented here in this top league in New Zealand.
Well, we did for that specific occasion as a 2-on-1 opportunity down low.
Shot scores! That is Ellis on basically the red line as he puts it away.
You can see here a turnover comes back to haunt Canterbury right at the blue line. No one back. Fraser Ellis finds himself backdoor and makes no mistake.
Good feet across there as well, as Vesper waited at the right amount of time to get the defenseman to commit, possibly overcommit, then slid the puck underneath him. And Ellis makes no mistake. Admirals taking a 2-0 lead as we head closer and closer to that first period intermission break.
Yeah, huge goal with less than a minute remaining here in the first. That is exactly what the Admirals want to do to keep their foot on the gas pedal.
Well, Admirals dump it back in. Ellis puts some pressure on Brown. Canterbury, again, having a little difficulty getting the puck cleanly out of their zone. No control. Admirals swarming them, if you will.
And that will be an icing, so with 4 seconds left remaining here in the period, Canterbury with one final chance to try to make something happen.
So they get a bit of an opportunity with this face-off. If they can win it cleanly, they can possibly get a one pass to the defenseman as Eden's lining up on the point slot.
Wins it cleanly, but shot blocked by Hayward Jones, and that will do it for the first period.
What a period, Joel, as the Admirals are up 2 goals to the Red Devils none. Ahead on the score and also on the shot clock, 15-9.
Good period there for the Admirals, putting up 15 shots, out shooting their competitors with many more high-risk opportunities as well. Really, Canterbury didn't get much going other than a few shots from the outside. They did have a 2-on-1 that they couldn't convert, but other than that, it was all Admirals.
And that is true. So Red Devils looking to possibly get a regroup here as they need a well-deserved breather as we head into that first period intermission break. Soon to be joined by one of the players for an interview. We will come back at you with that interview shortly, so stay tuned. Kia ora whanau, welcome back to the break here in Avondale. I'm joined alongside by Admirals captain, Mr. Justin Dagg. Justin, can we get your thoughts on that first period action?
Yeah, I mean, I think as we wanted to do, we wanted to get off to a good start, build a bit of momentum early, try to take the wind out of the sails of those guys. They had a bye last weekend, so we knew they'd be coming out with some young, fresh legs, so had to try our best to push the pace and put pressure on them early, so I think we did a good job.
Absolutely, and you guys were carrying in some good momentum from down in Queenstown, taking 5 out of the 6 points down there, and these guys having a break, foot on the gas right away. You have hardly let them breathe at all in this game, so getting a 2-goal lead, is that kind of where you want it to be after one period of play?
Yeah, I mean, we focus on the process less than the result. Good to have the result, get those 2 goals on the board, but for us it's just taking care of business, playing our style hockey that we want to play and be known for, and yeah, so far so good. We just got to keep it going.
Absolutely, and one more question here is I noticed that in-game adjustments that you guys had from that first power play, you kind of had that just 1 in front of the net, and then after the 1-goal lead, you put 2 in front, taking the eyes away a little bit of Carey, because you started with 15 shots. They even had 1 yet, so getting some more traffic and a different look on that PP?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we don't want to be predictable. The beauty of our power play units is both units are highly skilled and pretty dynamic. We like to move around, get the puck moving. So we just want to throw different looks at them all the time, keep the PK guessing.
Awesome. Well, congratulations so far. Let's keep this thing rolling here and stay tuned for the second and third period action. All the best the rest of this game.
Thanks, Ian.
Thanks, Justin.
Cheers.
Kia ora whanau, and welcome back to the brig here at Paradise Avondale, Aotearoa, Auckland, New Zealand. Ko Ian Toko Inua. Alongside me is the man, Joel Rindelab. Thank you very much, sir, for being alongside us this evening, calling this beautiful game of ice hockey that we see in front of us.
Oh, pleasure to be here. We have had a lot of action there in the first period. The Admirals scored late in that first with less than a minute to go, giving them some serious momentum in the second. I'm very curious to see how this Canterbury Red Devils squad responds after that onslaught.
They certainly need a big response. Hopefully they can respond with that same teamwork that we saw with the replacement of the glass that was taken out of stanchions. But we are getting underway. Second period coming at you. Puck kind of caught in between some skates, but the Admirals win that faceoff. Hayward Jones up to Vesper. Vesper gains the blue line. Sends it to Ellis. Ellis has it taken away. Kept in by Jones. Down to Ellis. Ellis takes the hit by Lowe. Red Devils manage to clear the zone. Henderson puts a backhand back into the Red Devils zone, already putting the pressure straight back onto the Red Devils. Lowe has it. Up the wall. Tipped up nicely by Eden, but Dagg sends it right back down. Really not giving much breathing room to this Red Devils team, eh, Joel?
Not a lot to work with, that is for sure, but able to break it out there. Unable to control that pass, though. It's a little sloppy early from both sides.
Something can break a game open, and could be one of those passes that gets picked off, or just somebody makes a misstep. Good hit there by
Kobe.
Kope. What's that guy's name again? The Kope? Keo Cope is his name. Keo Cope.
Joel Keo Cope. First action I have seen from him so far. Looked good there with the body position to seal off the man.
So yeah, we didn't see much of him in that first period. Hopefully he's maybe he's a late flight arrival. Who knows?
Yeah, we got Alex Dam out there as well for the Canterbury Red Devils. Number 69 in red with the puck now.
So getting some new players out on the ice, getting some time. As Taylor Kennedy rebounds the puck off the boards. Somehow gets all the way back to Mason. He's on his backhand. Does well to step into it as he takes Max Kaluzny's stick away from him. Perver. Up to Dam. Has an interesting skating style. That's 55 on the back end for Canterbury setting it up, but Harrop gets it now. Up to Rooney. Rooney back to Harrop. Harrop takes a shot into the midsection of Carey, and he swallows that one for a whistle.
Nice play there by the Admirals with some speed led by Rooney to get that shot away. Harrop was looking blocker's side. Carey, though, once again in position to make that save.
Positionally very sound, Mr. Carey, so he's going to need to the Red Devils' backbone really to hold on before that scoreline possibly gets up any further. As the forecheck from the Admirals is in full effect. Rooney skating hard, but Brown does well here to get that puck out of the zone. Harrop has it over to Chalice. Chalice gains the blue line, sends it in. And right off the glass by Brown, clearing the zone, putting it back, and McLeish has it. Shields it away well by two Devils, but there will be a bit of a possible tripping or a knee-on-knee here.
Yeah,
it looks like Seisho went down.
Play as looks like Chalice went knee-to-knee with Seisho there on the near side, taking him down. So that's going to be a 2-minute penalty on Chalice for tripping. And we hope Seisho is all right because he is a spark plug for that Red Devils side.
Absolutely. He's laboring as he goes off. The call is looking like it could be 2. The call is a knee, and they will call it for 2 minutes. Sometimes it can be called as a 4-minute penalty, Joel, but this is going to be 2 minutes or less as the Admirals on the PK and the Red Devils on their first power play of the game. Quick shot blocked away by Henderson. He gets into that shooting lane.
Henderson being a pest here on the PK, doing what he does best.
And Tappet sends it over to Fontaine. Regroups it back down low to Eden. Eden goes up the right wing side. That's Orr trying to give it back.
Once again, Henderson's there to make the play.
In the right spot, in that passing lane, not allowing it to get through. Taking off more time of this Red Devils power play. Fontaine gains the line, sends it in. Puck gets batted down by Flynn Hayward-Jones.
Yeah, just trying to swat it out with his mitt. Nothing doing.
Fontaine sauced it over to Eden. Eden up top with a shot there by Tappan. That's blocked with a stick by Scott Henry. Tappan again over to Eden. He takes a nice wrist shot. Looks like that caught crossbar. And he is not pleased.
Miss there. That's the wrong guy you want to give open space to for the Red Devils. Great puck movement to work him free on the far side. Got the shot he wanted. Just couldn't quite bury it.
Again, the man that has the most points in NZIHL history is certainly someone over 400 points in this league. So the man has been involved in this game for an awful long time. Players got to be put on notice that he is definitely dangerous, especially on the man advantage. And Rooney, he out-hustles the Canterbury Devils defenseman Nichols to get the puck first on the Devils power play. Second unit out here for the Devils. Dallymore does not get through the blue line, has to go back. Up to Dodwell. Dodwell sends it in behind the net. Admirals clear. Dallymore with it. Over to Nichols. Nichols through the middle to Hayden Bull as he chips it, kind of redirects it towards the goal of Chaba Krishko-Mangosh. But he makes a save and will hold on with some time remaining on that Chalice penalty.
Yeah, just 2 seconds remaining on that power play. Watch for him to come out of the box here. If the Admirals can win this faceoff, they might be able to send a breakaway pass his way.
And Chalice, a very dangerous one-on-one player, so if they do win that faceoff and send it through, he will be looking to score.
Tappan was quick to retreat there.
As a 2-on-2 forms, but Chalice back on the back check. Pass across, shot. That is saved by Chaba. It looked like Fontaine Jackson did not get enough on his backhand to be dangerous enough to get past Chaba.
Yeah, pass just a little out in front of it. Bobbling puck. By the time he could control it, Chaba was already well in position to make that save.
So good transition there as Ellis had basically a 2-on-2 with Chalice on his flank, but he stopped up, curled up, thinking he didn't have anyone with him, and that puck came back really quickly, leading to a 2-on-1 the other way. As Henderson receives a hit there, and his man goes down. Daigle up to Vesper. Vesper gives it to Ellis. Nice smooth transition the Admirals have out of their defensive zone. But the Red Devils back onto it. Eden stops up, does some nice movement here. Has it poked away from him by Daigle. They will see a lot of each other here in these two contests, I believe.
Yeah, nice play there by Tappan to thwart an opportunity there, trying to find Ellis going the other way. Tappan again using his long stick to get in passing lanes all over the place.
Admirals dumping it back down, going for a line change. Keeping the puck in the Red Devils zone. Here's Chamberlain chasing it down. Monk does well to put it off the boards to his D partner. That's Hopkins. Dallymore with it. Can't get it through Mason Kennedy. Chamberlain cleans it up. Gets it to Sestroni. One hand passes it to Henry. Henry stops up. Can't get it over Seishode, who clears the zone. Sestroni gets hit with his own man's dumping.
You hate it when that happens. Never feels good coming from your own team.
They do wear a lot of padding. However, a puck will still sting when it hits you, especially going at pace. Chamberlain skating behind his net. Comes up, gives it up to Sestroni. Gets it right back. Skating well here. 1 against 3. Comes in. Nice move. Pretty much goes coast to coast. Looking for some support. Gets it here by Chalice. Shot. That's saved by Carey. Admirals on the attack here. Chalice in the middle to Harrop. Harrop shoots. And that is saved by Carey.
Great save again by Carey, this time moving to his left after a perfect pass to find Harrop straight off the bench. But he makes the save, and once again, no rebound.
As Rooney was right there in that, right in front providing a screen. I don't think Harrop got the shot where he wanted it. He might have been looking top corner. But the Red Devils win the faceoff, and Hopkins sends it up the boards. Kept in by Regan.
Centering feed there, and a one-timer saved by Carey as once again he's in position to make the save.
So just like that, action can turn. But the Red Devils here are hemmed in their zone. 12 minutes, 56 seconds remaining in this second period. Admirals have a 2-goal lead, with the Red Devils having none. That's Hopkins up to Dodwell. Dodwell flips it in the zone. Perver chases. Passes in front. Puck is loose. Red Devils get a couple of shots here, as Kaluzny had a shot and then he had his own rebound, but Chaba held that post.
Just a bit of an opportunity there for the Red Devils. Haven't seen much of them yet this period. They're going to have to keep getting it going if they're going to want to chip into that 2-goal deficit.
As Orr has a chance here. His pass deflected wide out of the reach of his target. That's Fontaine as he passes it back to him. But Regan takes it, gives it away here. Pass in front, deflected by McLeish. Admirals do a good job of clearing once again. Quigley on there for the Admirals, getting some time now.
And that was again Luke Tappan for the Red Devils, making good use of his stick to cut off the Admirals' attack and get it out of the zone.
And Quigley has it. Oh, he has it taken away there by Luke Tappan. And then Orr takes a shot, misses the net. Daigle skates so well with the puck, challenging 3 Red Devils. Backhands it on one hand, collects his own pass.
It's a one-man show right now for the Admirals, and the name is Justin Dagg.
And Hayward Jones steps in to offer some support. Passes in front, off a skate. Henderson. Looks like the Admirals are running a power play here. They are in control of the puck. And shot there by Dagg. No traffic in front, so Carey can see it all the way.
Able to generate a rebound, though, but the Red Devils were the first ones to it.
As Boole tries to get around Daigle. Has a shot, saved by the glove of, what a nice block there by Daigle as he goes down. Chris Eden.
Sacrificing the body on an Eden Clapper. That's the captain right there for you.
Daigle looking to go into the middle, but intercepted by Sysho. He dumps it back in to the Admiral zone. Hayward Jones. Backhand to Daigle. Daigle back to Jones. Jones up the wall. Good puck movement here by Admirals. Ellis dumps it into the Red Devils territory. Nichols back to collect. He's harassed by Vesper. Vesper, good body position. Admirals turn the puck over. They get it back. Shot. That misses the net entirely. Kennedy keeps it in. High, hard shot. Players duck to get out of the way of that one. Sestroni passes it off to Ellis, but Ellis has a hand on that puck and it deflects up into the netting. We'll have a face-off outside.
Yeah, Ellis trying to knock that one out of the air. Actually went the opposite way with it. Puts it over the glass, so we will get that face-off just outside the zone.
The Admirals got 22 registered shots here and to the Red Devils 14. Red Devils dialing it back a little bit, getting closer on that shot count, but not on that scoreboard. Dodwell goes cross ice through like 3 bodies with a high pass. Shot from the point. That's, again, taking another deflection off a stick, not getting through cleanly.
Yeah, you can see the Red Devils, whenever they get a chance, they're just throwing the puck towards Chaba from whatever angle just to try to generate some sort of opportunity.
Opportunity here is a shot testing Chaba's blocker going far side by Perver. As Henry skates hard over the blue line. He sends it in. Taylor Kennedy in front. No one there. As a bit of a backhand pass. Sent out in front and misses everyone. Red Devils, good pressure here.
One more chance ahead.
Or has it shot. He goes upstairs, but that goes up off the mesh, in the netting. Behind the net, I'm trying to say. Goodness, that's a mouthful.
That play was all generated by Joe Orr on the forecheck, able to steal it from the defenseman and set up that opportunity. And that's exactly what the Red Devils are going to need to continue to do to create these turnovers, apply that pressure in those situations to try to crawl back into this.
Yeah, the next goal is quite big for both sides, no matter who scores. And we have one right there, as we say. Rooney with a wrist shot. Kind of a floater. Evades the glove of Carey.
Sneaky wrister there from Rooney as the Admirals take it into the zone. Maybe caught him by surprise a little bit. Just a quick little wrister beats him glove side. Taylor Rooney with a well-placed shot to make it 3-0.
And as we were saying, Joel, that next goal is huge. I mean, it could have been the other way with a 2-1 scoreline, but now the Admirals have tripled the lead, ahead by 3-0. Starting to put a bit of a chokehold on the Red Devils right now. But no lead is safe in hockey. There's lots of time to be played. Chalice breaks in, centers in front. That escapes everyone. McLeish passes off the boards to Chalice. He comes back in his own zone. Sends it up to Harrop. Harrop over to Chalice. Sidesteps the check of Sysho. McLeish up to Chalice. Chalice up to Vesper. Vesper with it now. 3-on-2 for the Admirals. Vesper comes through. Well played by Sean Brown. Making a defensive play with his skate.
Good to see Sysho out there. He's testing out that knee. Didn't look like it went that well because he went right back to the bench.
Ellis looking to play the body, and he does, right into Brown. But the Red Devils do clear the zone with the puck. And that's Dallymore sending it down. As Henderson goes to collect. He has it now. Drops it for Hayward Jones. Over to Dagg. Dagg looking up ice. Up to a streaking Vesper. Vesper gains the line. Goes in the middle. Has a shot. Doesn't really get all of it. Has enough time to get it himself. Dallymore clears. Up to Kaluzny. Has that taken away by Henderson. And Perver breaks in. Doesn't get it clean though. Admirals back on the defense. Turning that puck over once again. Bit of a wet blanket that they're putting over top of the Red Devils, just not allowing them any breathing space. Admirals, again, hard shot there, but deflected away by Hopkins, the defenseman out of Canterbury.
Yeah, the Admirals can sure turn it up the ice in a hurry. And that is how they've been able to generate some opportunities, most notably on that recent goal from Taylor Rooney. So the Red Devils are going to have to stay active in that neutral zone.
Red Devils win the faceoff, get it out of their zone, and they get through neutral. Up to Chris Eden, wrist shot, saved by Chaba. What a nice glove save as that puck was looking on that far side.
Yeah, Joe Orr was right there for the rebound. Puck actually just bounced over his stick. Otherwise, he had an easy tap-in.
And certainly the Admirals are not making it easy on the Red Devils as they are working hard for every opportunity. We got a penalty call here as Orr gets taken down with a little bit of a tripping.
Yeah, Mason Kennedy got his stick just caught right up between the legs. Took out Joe Orr with speed, so maybe an opportunity here for Canterbury as they will have a 2-minute power play to try to generate something on that scoreboard.
So Joe, using his speed, that's something that he is known for. He's got good wheels and puts them to use there, drawing that stick check a little bit liberal from Kennedy, so he will go down to the penalty box. Second power play opportunity for the Red Devils. See what they have in their bag of tricks here. Dallymore, hard wrist shot. Oh, and that was saved well, seen well by Chaba. That was going directly in that top right-hand corner.
Yeah, Chaba saw that all the way and was able to flash the letter and deny the opportunity. But that's what the Red Devils need to do, is keep funneling those shots towards the net. And just like the Admirals have done to them, maybe get some traffic to take away the eyes of the goaltender.
And they just need a little bit of that MO that was working for the Admirals to go in their favor. As Tappan looks across ice, he goes to Boole. Boole sends it down low, looking for
Seisha, who is back out there. Good to see him back skating around on that knee that he took earlier from Chalice.
And that's Pervert. As the Red Devils do well here, moving the puck around to all 5 players. Dallymore, hard wrist shot. That's stopped by a shin pad of Regan. And Chalice does well to hold it. Sends it down as the Admirals do a full wholesale change, sending a new unit to kill the next part of the penalty.
Yeah, about halfway through this penalty kill. And the Red Devils have done a nice job to set things up, but unable to generate a high-risk opportunity here with their second unit.
Dallymore with a hard shot there, pass to Boole. He takes a shot, and that's saved by Chava. Put away. Dallymore on the side. Backhands it down low. And the Admirals clear the zone again, forcing Tappan to go back. Over to Eden. Eden in the middle to Dam. Dam gives it to Orr. Orr has it now. Looks back to the middle. That's stopped by Taylor Kennedy's shin pad. Eden goes down the right wall. Stops up behind the red line. Looking for an option here. Up top to Brown, to Eden. Takes a shot. Saved by Chaba. The rebound is there, but the Admirals do well to clear. Sending it back down. Doing another whole change. Killing more time off that penalty. Red Devils errantly give it away here to Daigle, who shoots it back in.
Goes right. Miscommunication there from the Red Devils. And that will do it for their power play opportunity. So they are 0 for 2 so far tonight on the man advantage.
Special teams a big factor in any game. More and more as you lead closer to this end of this NZIHL season. These are the last 2 remaining games that decide the points table and also who plays who and where for the semis and also the final.
If this score were to hold up, the Admirals would secure at least a top 2 seed, so that would be a home playoff game, either in the 2-3 fixture or the grand final, as Fraser Ellis rings one off the iron.
You can hardly hear it here with how loud it is, but that puck went right off that crossbar. With Admirals killing off the penalty and going right back on the attack. Devils, we must say, though, have put more shots on net, which is possibly something they were looking to change from that first period. So they have definitely upped their shot total as they are sitting on 21 shots for versus 25 for the Admirals. Just unrewarded on the scoreboard at present. Chamberlain skating well. He's very crafty to get through 2 Red Devil players there, showing good confidence. Henry gains the line, gives to Sistroni, hard shot, scores! Bit of another side shot, low hard one, just above the pad, under the blocker, as Sistroni puts a whip into his shot, and Admirals now have 4 goals to none.
So this is once again that Admirals making a quick transition in the neutral zone and getting that shot away. Here's Sistroni going blocker side with his quick wrister to make it a 4-0 lead.
So now we say 3-goal hockey lead is a tough one to hold on to, but a 4-goal lead as we tick closer to that third period, Joel, is that going to be too much out of reach for these Red Devils to overcome?
Still a lot of game left to play, but the Red Devils are going to have to make some adjustments here to shift this play back into the offensive zone.
As the brig is certainly tilted at the moment heavily in the Admirals' favor. If they want to level the ship, they are going to need something to spark them to climb the sails and get some wind back in them for their team.
Definitely going to have to level the ship or it will sink, that is for sure.
Admirals looking to keep it in, though. It's come out of the zone. Saisho does well here with the stick check of Chalice. He's relentless, but Boole has it now. Takes a shot, defended well by Regan as he puts it deflected away. Admirals collect it again and get right out of their zone. 2 minutes remaining in this second period. Regan showing a deft touch there as he skates around Nichols. Gives him a bit of the Gordie Howe elbow. And the Red Devils send it off the glass. That's Nichols. It went off the glass and then went directly into the Admirals bench back onto the ice surface.
Yeah, that one took a bit of a skip off the railing there. It went over the glass and then found its way to the bench. So we will get a face-off inside the zone, and we're going to get a goaltender change as Tim Carey will take a seat for the rest of the evening. Bit of a surprise move there with 1:43 here in the second period.
That is a little bit of an unusual move. You thought you may wait till the end of the period to sub your goalie, but Dan Reason comes in for the Red Devils, sporting a very sharp-looking black kit.
Just named to the wider All Blacks squad.
All Blacks. Is he in the rugby team now?
Yes,
that's fantastic.
Oh,
I know what you mean. Definitely the Ice Blacks.
Oh, I didn't mean the rugby side.
Oh, okay.
Multi-talented athlete is the Dan Reason.
He is. He has actually played a lot of inline hockey. I played against him when he was with the Wellington Capitals, Capital Penguins, I should say. A very handy goaltender and a multi-coded athlete by the sounds of it. Steps in relief of Carey, hoping to provide a bit of a spark here and steady this one-sided ship at the moment. As we get to that 1 minute mark of the second period. Nichols puts it up the wall, and that's Eden waiting there on the opposite blue line. Has a shot here, comes in, and he gets taken down. Dagg takes a trip there by Eden after Eden missed the goal. Out of the looking eyes of the referee, clearly, we play on.
Dagg and Eden, no strangers to each other in ice, that is for sure.
As Ellis puts a hit onto Brown, and Brown sends the puck all the way down. Doesn't go all the way for icing, but it is offside as Dam was in ahead of the play. And we have said this before, often at the end of periods, the ice is well chewed up, so a lot more snow on that surface, slowing the puck down, as that will be an icing call as the clock looks like it's got 0.5 of a second remaining. So they may elect to drop the puck here, and then the referee giving some instructions to the score bench, possibly giving more time on, just double checking. It looks as though it will stay at 0.5. And it will drop the puck. Oh, it has gone up by a second, so it is 1.5 seconds remaining. Red Devils win the face-off shot. Just doesn't get through.
Just trickles wide, but after 2 periods, the Admirals have doubled their output, making it 4-0 and a huge hole for the Red Devils to try to climb up in the final 20 minutes of this contest.
Well, we've got to say thank you, Joel, and thank you to all those listeners out there. Keep your questions coming through. You got anything for us from the YouTube live stream? We will have Alex. He will be interviewing one of the Red Devil players, Anton Perver, after we take a quick break.
Hey, welcome back. I'm here with Anton Perver. Anton, down 4-0 after 2. You guys don't feel totally out of it. We know, oh yeah, you can score in bunches. What's the game plan going forward? What do you have to do in the third?
It's just about putting a bit more effort in. I mean, it feels like a fast game. I don't know what it looks like up here, but it feels extremely fast. Shot count looks pretty even. Yeah, we just got to keep throwing pucks at the net now and just kind of maybe take a few more chances where maybe we haven't earlier and in the past.
Yeah, you guys switched out your goalie right at the end there. Reason coming in, taking over the third. What do you see in your net?
A little momentum shift maybe, just boost the boys. Maybe Dan starting tomorrow. I'm not sure like what the coach has got planned, so maybe a bit of a warm-up for tomorrow. Yeah, we just got to find a way to like just start swinging it back the other way. We had very good opportunities in their zone for periods of time, and then one lapse in play, and then suddenly it's back in, and 2-on-1s, it doesn't make it easy on the goalie, especially Timmy's having to face a few of those.
You put the slow start down to a travel day, or is it something else?
I mean, a couple of 50-50 penalties that could have gone either way. I'm not saying they were bad calls, but they could have gone either way, and these guys are dominant on the power play. Like Nick Henderson on that left side, we know we can't let him walk in and shoot, and that's exactly what he did on one of those first ones. So, that just puts it down to a little bit of a mistake on our part. So I feel like the travel day was fine. We, went for a walk, got some good food, and plenty of stretching and stuff. So we were more prepared than we came up to Auckland last time, that's for sure.
Great. Thanks for your time, Anton.
No worries. Appreciate it.
Cheers.
Kia ora whanau, welcome back. We are live at the Paradise Avondale, also known as the Break Up here in Auckland, Aotearoa, New Zealand. Now joining me alongside me is Alex, hailing from Wellington originally, up to Auckland, but down in Canterbury studying. Welcome to the broadcast, Alex. It's great to have you alongside us.
Thank you very much. It's great to be here. We got a game still going here. I would say a great game, but Devils certainly well back in it. They are known to score in bunches. They've been scoring in bunches all year. Really good offensive team if and when they get it going.
Yes, that's true. They need to get their offense going, and in a hurry. They are down by 4 at the moment heading into this third period. But if they are scoring in bunches, as you say, then they can dial this game back pretty quickly. What's the key for them starting in this third period?
The top line. It's been the top line all season long. It's been Joe Orr's addition to this team alongside Chris Eden, and it's typically Bradley Apps on that line out with a head injury, so not here in Auckland. It is Jackson Fontaine. I love the speed he brings to that top line. It's an element that, they kind of don't have when he's not there, and he just provides that all through the offensive zone. He likes to get it in deep, chase it, and pass it back to his shooters. So watch out for the Canterbury top line here in the third period.
Yeah, they're going to definitely need their support, and they also have had a goaltending change with Daniel Reason jumping in between the pipes, kind of in an unorthodox time that Coach Korozov decides to put him in with 1:46 remaining in that second period. Not too much long after that fourth goal was scored, however. What are your thoughts on that goaltending change, and will that make a difference for them in this third?
Yeah, I figure that's what Coach is trying to do, just swing momentum in every which way you can at the moment. I thought the timing was weird, like you said. It wasn't right after the goal. There's like 90 seconds left in the period. Maybe he could have waited, maybe not, but decided that was the time to make the goalie change. First time Carey's been pulled this season. He's been typically rock solid for them, but not today. Daniel Reason gets the rest of the way.
Well, there you go. Perhaps that's what it is. Exactly. You don't always know the method of the madness, sometimes it's said, with the coaching decisions that get made, but it could be that spark or what's needed for this Red Devils side here entering in this third period, because they've got a bit of a hill to climb trying to get back in it. And we get set for the face-off, and Ellis wins a draw. I think that Canterbury have been doing really well, as Anton Perver reminded me he hasn't lost a face-off at all so far this game. So,
of course,
winning those mini battles leads to a lot of potential future success, as Nichols sends a bit of a floater down to Chaba, and he sees that, gloves that down.
You see already the top line's looking a bit harder in the corner, getting a little more engaged than I saw them through the start of the game. It's good signs. You like Dan Nichols taking the shot. Even if it's a weak one, he does have a big shot on him.
It's just getting them through and just getting them also so that Chaba doesn't see them. Canterbury looking to potentially take a page out of the Admirals book as a 2-on-2 shapes up here. Hayward Jones unleashes a shot, eludes the net and everyone, and Fontaine, he gets it, chips it in on Dagg. And Ellis goes back to support his captain. He's around the net, stops up with it, puts it up the boards to Vesper, gets hustled to it by Eden, takes a bump. Hayward Jones up to Dagg. Dagg on the wall on the back end. Does manage to get out of the zone. Vesper does take a bit of a spill. That's more than a spill. That was an errant trip by Lowe, and he's going to be penalized. Chaba goes to the bench to get an extra attack of the Admirals. Admirals still dangerous here, but the Red Devils touch up, and a penalty will be called.
Yeah, that's about as clear as you can possibly get there. Josh Lowe just leaving his stick out, catching the player, tripping him up right in front of the scorer's box. They got a good view of that one.
So again, this is some early trouble here for the Red Devils. Again, not something that you really would want to draw up, because this Admirals power play is lethal throughout this season, and even tonight they've already got a power play goal.
Absolutely. If the story is trying to climb that mountain, you just put yourself in an even deeper hole.
So Red Devils on the PK here. Hayward Jones on the Admirals, over to Chalice. That second unit, very dangerous as well. Hayward Jones back to Chalice. To Hayward Jones, looking for an option. Just holding on to the puck a little bit here, using the clock to their advantage. That shot doesn't get through. It took a ricochet off of someone's pad and doesn't reach the net there, Alex, and we will reset for a faceoff.
You see Red Devils, they like to keep their penalty kill aggressive, putting guys like Justin Syshow on it. You see Chris Eden from time to time on the penalty kill. That's them trying to create the momentum in any way you can. Of course, not being able to ice the puck down on the penalty kill.
So Admirals win that face-off. Harrop back up to Chalice. Chalice skates in the middle, takes a shot high, and Reason reaches cross-body. Little unorthodox with the glove, but does manage to glove it and hold on, because he can stop that puck again if he sees it.
It's the objective, right? Keep it out of the net any way you can. That is the difference between the two Devils goalies. Carey's typically more positional, more steadfast, if you will, whereas the other two goalies, both Niall Fanning and Daniel Reason, like to get themselves around a little more.
Yeah, a bit of unorthodox, but hey, it does work if you can use it, and that is your style. Goalies are so important in this game and often the difference makers. And hopefully Carey can bounce back after having 4 against if he does get the start for tomorrow. Admirals give it away here, but it goes right to Chubba, and Fontaine does well to pick this up. Looking for support, though, but he's just swarmed by Admirals defenders, and they turn the puck over in the offensive zone, although they are on the PK, so they're chewing up valuable time on that power play.
The trouble trying to forecheck while on the penalty kill.
So he's done exceptionally well to beat down all the way in the other end of the zone, where the Admirals won at the other side, which they have control of it now. Ellis to Regan. Regan looking for an option, goes in front, trying to get through 2 Admirals players, doesn't do so. This is often a dangerous time in a game where if one team does decide to let up at all, like the Admirals possibly are doing here on this somewhat passive power play, if the Red Devils sense any of this, they can definitely strike back really quickly.
All it takes is one play to get things energized.
And that will do it on the penalty to Lowe as he's back out on the ice. Dagg looking dangerous, has a shot. That's blocked by Brown. Ellis recovers. Sends it down low. Nichols flicks it up to Lowe. Lowe redirects it to Dagg. Dagg has it now. Circles back in his own zone. Backhands it to Regan. Regan sends it back down to Dagg. Admirals playing again, knowing that the Red Devils have to come at them to chase to get that puck back. So they have the advantage of holding the puck when necessary, because the Devils have to chase this game. Dallimore drops to Syshow, gets run into by Henderson. Syshow still not looking super flash. He's favoring that left knee considerably after the knee-on-knee that he took from Chalice. He goes directly to the bench.
That's tough for Syshow. Second time this game he's been banged up already.
Chamberlain skating hard down that left wing side. Skates behind the net, looking for an option up top. Chalice keeps it in. Admirals make a change. Kahlua gives it away to Chalice. Chalice gives it to Kennedy. Mason Kennedy stops up behind the net. Up to Rooney. That's given away. Shot here by Kahlua. That's redirected aside by Chubba. Devils had it for a moment. They're looking a little bit dangerous, and then it's taken right away by Rooney. Over to Taylor Kennedy. His shot deflected by a stick, and that hits the mesh, and we will get a stop.
Admirals putting on an absolute clinic and game control at the moment. They're just slowing down the pace to their liking, putting it in where they want to, taking it out when they want. You mentioned it on that power play. Dagg was nice and passive with it, just keeping the puck under his control. Like you say, they're up 4-0. Game has to come to them if the Red Devils want anything to do with this game.
So yeah, it does put the pressure right back on the opposition to chase you to get the puck, forcing them to make that extra effort to come at you, because you know that they have to score 4 or more to beat you. However, you cannot sit. You cannot just be comfortable in a lead. And I think perhaps, I don't want to reference it too early, but Stampede, they've been on the top of the table for a while now. I mean, in terms of years, that was a great stop by Reason as there's a one-time from the Admirals. You can't get complacent at any point in time. Ooh. Ellis. Backhands in front, looking for Henderson. Doesn't get it through. Admirals in full control of the puck here. Dagg, hard shot. That's stopped by Reason. Reason, another nice pad save as Regan had a nice shot there. Testing out those nice looking black pads that Reason is sporting. Hayward Jones over to Dagg. Dagg up to Henderson as Lowe collides with his own man, taking a stick, looks around like his face, he's down, spills his mouthpiece and his stick. He just kind of went down. I couldn't quite see that, Alex, on the replay. Perhaps we might be able to see, but it looked like he collided with his own man.
Yeah, I didn't see it either. It's in front of the play from where we're looking down on the end of the rink. He's not in good shape, though. He does get up under his own strength, which is obviously good to see, but maybe got the wind fully taken out of him with that play.
I mean, this is really setting up the table for the playoffs, and it does feel like a playoff game already because it does have implications for the playoffs, like semifinals and finals. So, again, but looking at player safety on that angle, you don't want to see anyone ever get injured, but when a man goes down like that, kind of on his own power, but it did look like he might have caught the ice on the wrong spot and hit himself. I don't know. The referees are discussing this at length to see possibly if there was any malice, but he does collide with an Admirals player, and there looked like there was a stick that got up in that area of his face. So they are reviewing, as the linesman did indicate to the head referee that there may be a little bit of malice in that play. As both Alex and I are in a good vantage point watching this game, we did not see that collision, but it looks like if you rewind the clip, if you have that luxury at home, you can see that there might have been a bit of collision there. So the head referee will discuss that with both team captains. You've got Perver and Dagg on their respective sides, listening to the officials deliberate their decision here, as there was no hand up by the officials. The play just carried on. We just kept talking as to what was happening, but as you look through, you replay it, it does look like the Canterbury Red Devils player is stopping up, and then there is a bit of a collision that occurs. He's got his hand indicating like he's trying to protect himself, but he gets knocked and clipped as the play just gets put over towards Henderson. Maybe an innocent collision, but it looked like the Admirals player was just protecting himself.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. From what we can see on the slow-mo here, it looks like a stop into a stick more than anything. It doesn't look like the stick was swung in any manner. But Lowe does get the worst of it. He ends up on his back in an unpleasant situation on the ice.
Thanks to the supreme work there and superb work by Josh and Michael with the technical expertise that they are providing. We are very grateful for your expertise. Well, we are back into action here. 13 minutes and 20 seconds in the third period. Anytime's a good time for the Canterbury Red Devils to get on the board here. They definitely want to send some messages even for the next game, so they don't want to be rolled over at all. And there we are as Nichols unleashes a hammer down towards Chaba. And Chaba has the puck in his glove, but it looked like he made a blocker save and then kind of transferred that over to his glove. Not an easy thing to do.
Nichols definitely put that in a little bit of an awkward spot for the goalie there. Just under the blocker between the stick, but there's a little triangle there that you can pin it just nicely against your pad, and he did so and gets the whistle.
As Orr lines up for the faceoff against Harrop. Harrop bullies his way through Orr, and Admirals have it. One of the ways the Admirals have been successful so far in the last few games is transition out of their zone, winning faceoffs. However, we got a 3-on-2 the other way. Fontaine has a shot off the skate of Regan. Chalice sends it out of the zone. Possible stick up into the face. Play continues. McLeish can't get it through. Sean Brown Brown with it now. Over to Nichols. Nichols sends it up the wall. Fontaine has his stick lifted by Chalice, so that means Regan gets possession. Chalice has it. Looks cross ice to Ellis. Ellis trying to settle that bobbling puck. Vesper does. That's blocked by Brown. Ellis, hard shot off the side of the net. Wraparound attempt here. Stopped. Hard shot here by Henderson. That's blocked. Players diving, trying to take that shot. 4-on-1 here. Red Devils, Sideshow, hard shot. That misses the net. As Finn Hayward-Jones has a 2-on-1. He has a break by himself. Passes to Ellis off the goalpost. As Ellis had reason, dead to rights. Doesn't convert it. Hits the goalpost. Eden the other way. Breaks through. Possible offside, but not called. And that is a touch over the glass. End-to-end action here, Alex.
My goodness, this game's opening up a little bit all of a sudden.
So that we have a break down one end when Hayward-Jones 2-on-1 against the Red Devils defender. Elects to make a nice pass across to Ellis. Ellis shoots and it goes directly off the post, and then breaking back the other way were the Red Devils. Interesting face-off alignment here. They have 3 back with 2 up. Quite a defensive, offensive face-off.
That's what they like to do. They like to load up that point shot for a big one right off the draw.
I haven't seen that often, especially in the NZIHL, where you only have 2 attacking players, 1 man in front of the net, so that's goal side if you want, a centerman, and then you've got a defenseman on the blue line, then you've got 2, 1 in the middle, 1 on the far side, hoping to win that drawback. That is an in-game adjustment by the Red Devils, trying to, because they have been winning faceoffs. They have been successful there, especially Perver. His percentage is very high. So Red Devils, again, looking to make something happen here as we tick closer to the halfway mark of this third period, 11 minutes 20 remaining. Admirals sitting, well, not really sitting, but they are on a 4-goal lead. And Tyon, this is the Admirals' 4th line getting some game time with Tyon, Moses, and Quigley as they break out of the zone. That's Tyon. Goes far side to Moses. Quigley chases it. Moses sends it in deep. Nichols chases. He's got it. Up the wall. Off Dam. I'm not sure if he purposely chose the number 69 or not, but that's a damn 69 if...
Yeah, from my brief interactions with Stubbs, as they call him, I think it would be intentional.
There you are. Maybe he's seen that Tooth Fairy movie a few too many times. Nichols on the point, shot. That's stick checked away by Tyon. As Dam, he comes together with Mason Kennedy. Up to Nichols. Nichols looks for shooting lane. Shoots it off someone. Deflected down. Chaba had to work to make a save there. Moses chips it in directly onto Reason as both teams make wholesale line changes. And the Red Devils have sent this not quite the full length of the ice as Regan touches it before the red line. Admirals break it out of their zone. Henry over to McLeish. McLeish with it. Up to a fast skating Chamberlain. He goes around, goes towards the net. Wraparound attempt here. Stopped by the post-to-post skate of Reason. Covering it well. Chamberlain still with it up in front. A shot. Goal by Scott Henry. Reason unable to squeeze his blocker. And Admirals do well here and are rewarded for some hard forecheck and diligent offensive time by that Chamberlain, number 24 on the Admirals.
So nice from Chamberlain there. Speed creating so much offensive opportunity. Coming down his on wing with the right shot, wrapping it around, not quite converting on the wraparound, but sticking with it, getting that puck back out in front. That's really just a textbook on how to use your speed and convert it into chances, and convert they do.
So that's possibly the first goal of the year. I'm not sure if Chamberlain was the one to convert that. I don't think it was. But the Admirals are up 5 goals to none to the Red Devils. This is definitely not something that I've seen coming. As the Admirals right back at it, not allowing the Red Devils to get anything generated here, suffocating their opposition and really frustrating them.
This is the playbook on how to beat the Red Devils. You put them under pressure, you make them cough up the puck, and they will eventually.
Chalice has time to give a saucer pass to Harrop. Harrop gains the blue line. Has it taken away from him. That's Kaluzny with it. He sends it in. Daigle has it now. Centering pass by Kaluzny just doesn't connect or find his intended mark. And Admirals quick on the counter. Daigle leaves it for Ellis. Ellis kicks it up to himself. Looks for support. He'd get it from Daigle. Daigle backhands it down low. Nichols uses the boards well, clears the zone. Dallymore chasing Daigle behind the net. He stops up. Quite composed, the Admirals, bringing the puck out of their zone. Again, knowing that the Red Devils have to come at them to get that puck back. You don't want to nurse a 5-goal lead, but they are playing smart with the puck, making good decisions with it, being active with the sticks. And it is a really frustrating time if you're a Red Devil player.
Absolutely.
Something is going to have to give.
Been very impressed with the composure the Admirals are showing here. They obviously have the big lead, the big cushion, but the way that they're playing with it, so confident, so calm with the puck on their stick, just creating any chance they might want.
So this is a very motivated looking Admiral side here. The Red Devils, as we get closer to this it's 7.5 minutes remaining in the third period. 5 goals to overcome is a huge ask. Doable, yes, but it is a big task. Looking to break in is Brown's shot, and that is blockered by Chaba with 2 defensive players back. Nothing clean, nothing getting through the way they want it. Admirals really frustrating to play against at the moment.
Yeah, you got to give great credit to the rebound control as well. Nothing's getting spilled back out in front. That shot's in chest height, a little awkward to handle, but just swallowed up and the whistle's got.
Sistroni sends it down. That could go for an icing here, and it does. Henry's not able to get there first. So we'll come back down into the Admiral zone. So the Red Devils here respond with both Tappan brothers. They're out on the ice with
Keogh Cope and Hopkins on the near side.
Okay, Radio and Monk.
Now this is the 4th line here.
Going up against arguably some of the 4th line for the Admirals as well. As Chamberlain gets run over. And someone comes in for support. Stevens says, hey, none of that. And they come together, and then both will possibly be assessed a roughing penalty. But one sticking up for the other. That is great team camaraderie for sure. There was a good hit made, but we will see what is called.
That initial hit there I thought was a little questionable. I didn't think it was on the player on the puck. I thought it was the guy just behind the play. So absolutely, if you're the Admirals there, I think you have to get back into it against Monk, who's the aggressor there. Obviously, Devils putting out their 4th line late in this game that is nowhere close.
Looking for a spark, sending a message perhaps.
Exactly. You hope it doesn't turn into anything more because suspensions will spill over into the playoffs. So nobody wants that. But Monk doing what his coach wants him to do there, and the Admirals, responding in a way that's a penalty you have to take.
You have to take, yeah, absolutely. So Monk puts the aggressive hit in, and then the Admirals defender notices that and has to respond and say, "That's not we're not going to stand for that." So as the Admirals send the puck down, Chalice puts it down, and Reason goes out of the net to play it. So that is Ben Steven sitting in the box, the penalty box for I don't know what they called it, might possibly roughing. But it is a power play to the Red Devils, which has not been successful yet. They've had a couple of opportunities. This is their 3rd. So 6 minutes, 18 seconds remaining, and they've got 1 minute 20 on that penalty. That's Orr. Gains the line, puts it in front of Dan. Doesn't get through. Harrop sends it down. And they go for a change, putting fresh penalty killers out on the ice.
This power play right now for the Red Devils with Dam leaving the ice for Saisho is pretty much as loaded up as it can be.
Nichols over to Fontaine. Fontaine backhands it down to Saisho. Saisho. Now Eden has it at the point. Eden passes it up top. Nichols looking for hammer time. Big block there by Rooney. He's going to field that one. He goes right off, gets a new penalty killer, gets a high five from the bench. Eden, hard shot. That's wide and misses. Not where he wants to put it. And the Admirals clear it down once again.
Radar's just been a little off all game long for Chris Eden. Missing a little high, missing a little wide. Not by a lot, but you got to hit the net.
Saisho breaks 1 against 4 here. Does well to get around. He takes a couple of hits. Still has the puck. Gives it to Pervert. Pervert. Back to Saisho. Saisho wraps it round in front. The puck comes through. It's still sitting there. Chaba's down. Henderson puts it away out of danger. Not clear yet. The Admirals get their attacker there back to even strength as Ben Stevens back on the ice. And the Red Devils 0 for 3 on the power play. And Admirals are 100% on the penalty kill in this game.
Of course, you can't say the power play is the difference here because there's a lot of goals in it, but Red Devils not being able to convert, Admirals taking chances at will on their power play. It certainly goes a long way to being the difference in this game.
You are not wrong there as Chaba Krishkor Mengosh deflects that puck into the netting. Possibly a good time in the game to get things a little bit settled because it's the Red Devils were pressing there on that power play and they are getting shots, but they are not being rewarded for their efforts here so far tonight. Now, there's a win by the Admirals on the faceoff. Sestroni sending it to neutral zone area. Tappin. Has it again. Elects to go back. Has Sestroni chasing. Up to Dam. Forechecked well again by Chamberlain. Over to Henry. Just not getting it through. Henry with a hard shot. Getting reason to move from his left to right. And that shot actually went off of his left arm as he was cutting it across. Not an easy save.
You see the Red Devils, you know, you can't say they've given up, but Coach Korozov going with his 4th line for an extended shift there. Of course, it's more than a goal a minute to catch up at this point, so certainly perhaps giving a little bit of a white flag here as now the 3rd line replaces the 4th line.
Admirals may be penalized here. There is their first warning with a bit of a delay of game as they didn't have 5 players out on the ice when needed. And Admirals win a faceoff. Back to Regan, to McLeish. McLeish has it back to Regan. Regan skates up the middle of the ice. Gains the line. Red Devils put it off the glass again, high. And they do get it through. Kaluzhny almost breaks through, but Chalice does well to recover. And Admirals just holding on to the puck, waiting for the Devils to come to them.
It's the luxury you buy yourself, putting yourself up to a big lead in this game.
And Red Devils are sitting back here, not electing to forecheck too hard. Moses with it. He sends it right down onto Reason. No icing there. Puck takes an awkward bounce off that Zamboni door, but they do well to clear the zone. Kaluzhny 1 against 2 has a shot off the shin pad of Regan. Admirals getting in the shooting lanes, not allowing things to get through. Shot here, another block. Again, the Red Devils hard shot there. Dallymore receives a nice one-time pass from Bull. One of their most dangerous chances in the game, and Chaba just makes it look easy and says, "Oh, I'll take that, thank you," and we'll have another face-off.
Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah, you see the difference in the game just there. The Red Devils working so hard to get just one look on goal, which is swallowed up like it's nothing off the stick of Liam Dallimore, who, all things considered, is a very good sniper for this team.
So Admirals, they win a face-off and they clear the zone. Brown under pressure here by Ellis, skating hard. Holds it down behind the red line in Red Devils area. Dallimore gets it now. Skates up the wing. Chips it in. Daigle to have it now. Passes to Henderson. Henderson back to Daigle. Shot deflected away there by Hopkins. To the middle, shot saved by Reason. And that's a really good save in that moment by Reason, with Vesper taking that shot in the high slot. Devils a little bit unorganized in their own defensive zone in their coverage, allowing the Admirals to get that shot off, putting pressure on their goalie.
You see the players happy to stand in their zone defense a little bit there. Player just comes right through, gets an easy shot off in that position, which, two guys around him probably shouldn't be able to get it off that easy.
As you may not have heard that on the live stream broadcast, but the Admirals faithful here have been making a chant, look at the scoreboard. That is really rubbing it in right now. Not what you want to hear if you are a Canterbury Red Devil supporter. As Eden has it with the last minute and a half in this game. And that's a turnover right in their zone. Henry does well. Hard shot saved by Reason. As Henry on the forecheck. Again, it has been a bit of a theme. It's possibly the MO of the Admirals so far, from the Queenstown round to this game, game 1 of 2 this weekend. They are really hard on the forecheck, not allowing teams to get out of their own zone, at least not cleanly, leading to turnovers and then their offense.
And like I say, that is the recipe to beating the Devils. From when they were a worse team a couple of years ago, all the time they'd be beaten in their own zone. They can't string passes together in their own end cleanly. They can't get it out confidently. And we see that spilling through a little bit tonight. Like you say, Admirals, they're vicious on the forecheck. They're not giving them any room to breathe, and the Devils can't really respond to that. They're not stringing things together through the defensive and neutral zones. They're just getting pinned down.
To the Devils' credit, they have had a very successful season by comparison from the previous year's season. So they are on the improvement and on the up. So you got to give them props where props are due. They are sitting in that third position right now. By no means are they out of it. They still have that chance and opportunity. Regardless of where the semifinals will be played, they will be in it.
And this result here this evening will ensure the Devils do finish the season as the third seed, having had a chance to overtake the Admirals if they took 2 of 2, but it will not be the case, and the Red Devils will be the third seed and play the semi-final round as the away team.
Well, we shall see, because the Admirals, both the next game's result will determine if Admirals will host the final, because they could if they sweep here. But we do not want to get ahead of ourselves. This is what is important right in front of us in the right now. As there will be another penalty as Dam collides with Regan. And there is a call on Alex Regan by the looks of it for interference as he collided, taking that space and time away from Dam. Maybe he just wanted to get a closer look to check if he does wear that number 69 on his jersey, but does look in fact like he does. In the history of hockey, you probably have not seen that number worn hardly ever.
No, certainly below its place in the numerology would you expect it to be.
And we were talking off air, but the the Red Devils do seem to have some high number choices, which in hockey tradition and history has not been allowed. As Admirals get a chance here, Henderson has a shot. Toe saved by Reason. As the numbers on the jerseys used to just be 1 to 20 or 1 to 25 and high 20s for the goalies, even up to 30. Eden taking a last-minute effort here with a toe drag shot, hits wide. Kind of sums up the Red Devils' night tonight here, Alex, as he looks a little bit dejected. All they've tried just wasn't quite there.
Just wasn't there, and you got to give the Admirals a lot of credit for what they did today. They executed exactly what they had to. Some early power play goals to put them ahead, and then just sat in control of the game all night long. Being able to control the shot lanes for the Devils, being able to control possession for the most part. Devils didn't look all that threatening on their power play either. Just full credit to the Admirals. Full 60 minutes they put in. Really good defensive effort, offensive effort. All ends of the ice. Those are all Admirals today.
So Canterbury Red Devils, they are looking to stop the Admirals from having a sweep in this mini series, which will have implications on their season and also where the semifinals will be played. If it's going to be up here at the Brig in West Auckland, if the Red Devils are to get up, or if not, that will mean they are facing the Sky City Stampede in Queenstown.
That's a difficult semi-final matchup. I think tomorrow's game is going to be very interesting now because the Red Devils don't have that pressure on themselves anymore. There's not that potential being able to have the semi-finals in your own house. And so suddenly you play spoiler rather than coming in for your own purposes, for your own good for the season. You're playing spoiler for the Admirals. You're trying to come back and repeat this again next weekend. Keep them from hosting the finals because, of course, you don't want to have to go into Queenstown in the semi-final round and play 2 at Queenstown.
That's it. And they, again, we don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves, but if the Admirals do get up and are hosting the final, Canterbury will have to overcome the Stampede to come back here in West Auckland to beat the team that has just beat them 5-0.
Yeah, of course, still a lot of hockey to be played between now and then. But as you say, yes, the Red Devils will probably like to avoid playing the grand finals in this building based on tonight's outcome. But another game tomorrow, another chance to go at it, and we'll have it all here again from about 5 o'clock.
Absolutely. So on behalf of Alex and myself and the crew, I'm Ian Wanamaker. Thank you very much for tuning in to this live stream broadcast of NZIHL hockey down here in Aotearoa, New Zealand. We thank you very much for listening. And tune in again tomorrow. We will have Puck Drop at 5 p.m. So again, thank you for watching. Ka kite ano. Stay safe.